Alrighty, hey there. Cool. So today is Friday, 18th of August. I'm here in France. Yeah, first of all, let's address the elephant in the room or in the forest, that my hair is finally long enough to have a bun, which is nice, I guess. Anyways, yeah, so I've been in France for almost 3 weeks now. My last vlog was when I just got here, and since then I've been kind of chilling, hanging out with my family, seeing a few friends, and mostly not doing much, and I'm not very happy about that. Yeah, I feel like I was in a really nice rhythm when leaving Berlin. Really got very deep, very focused on my electronics project, and I was in a really nice mindset, and being here kind of made me lose that focus, lose that motivation, which is a little too bad. It's harder here to work on that stuff because I realized minor distractions or minor obstacles, like not having the right tool for this or that, or even not having my usual workspace. These are small distractions that really break my motivation. And so this is something to keep in mind for me for the longer term, that depending on the kinds of projects that I'm interested in, I might need to be in my home, let's say, for an extended amount of time. So especially projects that involved physically building stuff, needing tools and so on. This just helps to be at home. But with that said, I haven't been doing nothing. So most notably, I've been working with my partner on a small freelance project where we're basically building a portfolio website for someone. And this has been going very slowly, some back and forth, moving forward. And finally, after about 2.5 months, we are starting the implementation of the website. So we've gone through several stages of design and refinement, and really discussing what needs to be on the site. And now this week I finally started building it, and I can see now the end of the project. So I'm happy about that, because it's just kind of weighing on me, having this open thread, this responsibility, and really wanting to kind of wrap things up. I can see this being mostly implemented in the next few days, and then having maybe 1 or 2 revisions if needed. So probably wrapping this up in the next few weeks. And then another thing that I have been working on actually just today was a little Mac OS menu bar app. And so I've had the idea for a while now that, without going into detail about the app, it's basically a clipboard manager. So there's a few symbols that I use quite often, and I find, like, I don't know the shortcuts, the keyboard shortcuts, so I find myself Googling what is the euro symbol, for example, or stuff like that. And so this little menu bar app allows me to save symbols, characters, or phrases, and then quickly copy them to my clipboard just by opening this little menu bar app, clicking on the symbol, and then pasting wherever I want. So yeah, very simple app, but for me this is a really interesting little project because I feel I have the need for it, and because it is a quite new type of application compared to all of the programming stuff I've done before. So this is for Mac OS. It's using Swift UI, coding it in the Xcode environment. And yeah, so this is new for me. I feel I'm learning, and so far it's going really smooth. And so this is, yeah, quite satisfying and reinforcing my confidence in myself as a developer, and as having the ability to quickly learn whatever I want. So I had the same feeling a few weeks ago when doing my fortune teller machine and having to write a project fully in Python and on Linux, which are both technologies I wasn't familiar with at all. So yeah, generally quite happy about this little menu bar app. Yeah, and other than that, I've been just chilling, doing some sports, kind of doing some little artistic projects, kind of that I want to start here because my grandmother has a lot of pottery stuff in the kiln, and maybe make a few pieces and then complete them in Berlin. I basically want to do a combination of some pottery with electronics included in them, maybe some little light display. So we'll see what comes out of that. But yeah, so yeah, to wrap things up, I've been feeling a little bit low, but I realized now that I kind of need a little time to find a rhythm, and so maybe these last 2 weeks were just what I needed, the time I needed to find a new rhythm. So that and then on a more personal or more negative note, like, I also realized that I've had thoughts of my old roommates coming back. So in one of my previous videos, I shared my excitement about having moved out, having returned the key, and having kind of like that big weight off my shoulders. As it turns out, this dude still hasn't returned my deposit. It's been almost 3 months now. Hasn't been replying to my messages, and so I'm like just thinking, just extremely pissed, and starting to think I'm actually gonna have to sue him. So yeah, just I realized these thoughts popping up in my mind from time to time, which is very unpleasant, but yeah, it's something. Anyways, so yeah, that's it for today, and see you in the next one.